right, so I understand y'all have no agreements, which does not make me happy, but let's see what we can do. All right, Ms. Correa, go ahead and proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. I will call the mother. Ma'am, can you state your name for the record?
My name is Gloria Moncada.
Ma'am, what's the name and age of the child or children in this case?
His name is Charlie Steven Munoz. He is 5 years old.
Ma'am, who does that child live with right now?
He lives with me.
How long has that child lived with you?
He's been with me for 3 years, 3 to 4 years.
Okay, remind me the age one more time. I know you just told me, but remind me one more time.
He is 5 years old.
Okay. All right. And did you and the father ever live together?
We lived together when Charlie was born, and I moved out in 2021 in June.
Has the child ever lived with the father alone?
No, he has not lived with the father alone.
Okay. Is it your intention? Are you asking for the child to live with you permanently?
I'm asking for him to live with me, but I do want the father to have his visitation.
Of course. Thank you. Ma'am, would you be okay being named joint managing conservator with the father, which means you both work together to make decisions over the child's life?
Yes, ma'am. If Steven Munoz is able to communicate with me, then I'm very open to give him that.
Okay, so let's flesh that out a little bit more. Do you have the father's phone number?
I do, but I have been blocked.
Okay. Do you know if he has you blocked?
He does have me blocked. I have evidence. I have it.
Let's just focus on my question, okay? We're gonna get to it, okay?
I am blocked.
Ma'am, in who makes the day-to-day decisions regarding the child's life?
I do, ma'am.
Okay. And ma'am, do you live in Dallas County?
Yes, ma'am. Garland.
Okay. And to your knowledge, does the father live in Dallas County?
I believe so, yes.
Would you be okay with making a promise to this court to keep the child living in Dallas or surrounding counties?
Yes, I can promise that.
And do you understand that you will be able to visit wherever, but the child would need to have their address here in Dallas or surrounding counties? Is that okay?
I'm sorry?
I'll move on. Ma'am, the state has calculated child support in the amount of $352. Are you okay with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And ma'am, what type of insurance does your child have?
Medicaid.
Okay. Do you have anything else available, like through
No,
a
ma'am.
job or anything? Okay. Okay. How long has the child been on Medicaid?
January the 1st of this year.
Okay. Was a child on Medicaid before?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, perfect. And ma'am, would you be okay with the father having the standard visitation where he would have the opportunity to visit with the child the first, third, and fifth weekends overnight from Friday at 6 to Sunday at 6?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you have any safety concerns with the father having access to this child?
No, ma'am.
Is there a reason to do, actually, I'll ask something different. The state is requesting medical support at $247. Are you okay with that?
Yes, ma'am.
And to your knowledge, does the father of your child have any other children?
Yes, he has a daughter.
Okay. And ma'am, let's talk a little bit about family violence. Has there been any family violence between you and the father in the last 2 years?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Is there I'm gonna just ask a few more questions about that. Is there a protective order?
Right now I currently have a CPS case. I can give you her number, but it's very
Okay, that
unrelated.
wasn't my question. Listen to my
Oh,
question.
sorry. I thought that's what it was.
A protective order in a CPS
Oh,
case
no. No,
can
I'm
be
sorry.
related.
I
Okay, so
get it.
listen, ma'am, listen to me. Is there a criminal protective order?
No, ma'am.
Okay, now let's move on and talk about the CPS case.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
is the CPS case regarding this child?
No, ma'am.
Okay, which child is the CPS case involving?
It's my youngest, my daughter. Her name is
Okay,
Layla.
and Layla has a different father than Mr. Munoz.
Yes.
Okay, how is that relevant to this case?
It's not relevant.
Okay, okay. Um, ma'am, is let me ask you one question about that CPS case that may be relevant now that I think about it. Does that CPS case involve you injuring that child?
It was a accident that was unintentionally. I took her to the
Okay,
hospital.
so for this child's sister, is there regarding that CPS case for that child, what is the outcome of that case? What's going on with that case?
I'm not sure yet until she contacts me back. I'm still waiting on that phone call from her.
Okay, and who made that CPS report? Was it the school? Do you know?
It was the hospital.
It was the hospital.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so tell me, what happened?
Let's move on from that. Let's move to another issue.
Your Honor, I would, I understand. I would just say that it's important to
This Mr.
hear.
Munoz is going to bring it up. It's not relevant.
Okay, understood. Let me see if there's anything else I need to ask this witness.
Retro.
Ma'am, are you requesting retroactive support?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. For 1 year?
Yes, ma'am.
Um, and the state has calculated that to be in the amount of $4,224. Are you in agreement with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and I don't have a payout amount for that, so just give me a second. Would you be in agreement if that's paid out at $75 per month?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anything else that you would like to say?
No, ma'am.
I pass this witness. I call the father. Sir, can you state your name for the record? You're on.
Steven Munoz.
One more time.
Steven Munoz.
And sir, are you okay with the standard possession order for visitation?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, do you have any insurance available to you?
I got the work insurance for my job.
Have you enrolled your child?
Yes, ma'am. As soon as I started working, I enrolled him.
Okay. How much does it cost for this child?
Roughly for me and him is like 113, well, 130 each check that they
And
take it
how
each.
and how often do you get paid?
I get paid every week.
Um, so did you say it was $130 per week?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah,
Okay.
each check they take 130.
So would it be, and that's the cost for both of you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know the cost for just the child?
The lady had she was calculating it, and she was talking about something around 240, something like that a month.
I'm asking, do you know, not whether
No,
a
no,
lady.
no, I really don't know,
Okay,
to be
so
honest.
if we were to divide it in half, let's just say, would it be fair to say that the insurance for one person would be, it'd be reasonable to say that it's around $281 per month?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sir, have you given the insurance card to the mother?
No, 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 I don't.
Okay, so how is she supposed to get care for the child if the
I,
child is
I still haven't received the cards yet. I'm still trying to
okay?
go calling my benefits for my job, try to see if they ain't sent it to the no wrong address.
Did you did you enroll the children recently?
No, no, no.
When did you enroll them?
Uh, Normally it was like a 1 month wait period until I get my benefits, and then after that I enrolled them.
Okay, so you did it after the waiting period. And sir, are you okay with being joint managing conservator for the child in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sir, the state has calculated child support at $352. Are you okay with that?
Not really.
Okay, what's your reason for disagreeing?
So basically, do I just tell you like from everything from the start how?
I would like to know the reason why you're not in agreement for child support to be set at $352.
I'm really just trying to just fight for the custody of my child. I really just don't agree with the payment amount.
Okay, so your reason for not agreeing to paying child support is because, is it true that you want the child to live with you? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's talk about that. Um, Sir, what is the reason that you want the child to live with you?
So basically, when my little boy comes to see me, I'll be at work, and when I'm at work, he'll talk to my wife, and he'll openly talk and say how he's been basically verbally abused and abused. And it's like, she
Hearsay.
actually
That's
has video.
hearsay. It's hearsay. You can't
Hello.
tell me what your child told you.
It's basically it's him, and there's video footage of
You
everything how he
can't tell.
talks and
It's hearsay, sir.
I'm
what
like,
he.
Stop
So,
talking.
sir,
You have
I
the
will
time. You can tell me what you want to tell me, but you can't tell me what somebody told you.
No, well, basically there's proof, and they're like, basically if you actually will talk to my child one on one, he'll basically tell you how everything goes. And I got video footage of the how my child is, how he basically got treated. And if there's any way I can just send you the evidence, email or anything, I could just show you. And there's basically times he just be telling me he don't want to go back. He either wants to be staying with me or go with my mom, because he basically stayed with me for 4 years. And when he would stay with me, I would stay with my parents.
okay. What safety concerns do you have?
I'm
Spec-
just safety concerns. It's just basically be my child basically being abused. Cause he'll come home, and when I pick him up, he'll be like, "Don't touch me there, cause it hurts." He'll basically tell me why, and that's why I'm basically not.
Where does he say it hurts?
He'll say his body, his arm, or sometimes his legs. There was one time he had said something about his cheek, and I just started seeing his cheek. It was just red.
When was this?
That was like about like 2 months ago.
Sir, is there do you know of a CPS? Did you call CPS
I
on,
had opened a case myself too.
okay, for this child?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what's going on with that case?
Right now I had got a call, and the lady had told me that she seen my kid, and she's going to see him again. I just recently had got the call like a couple minutes ago.
Okay. Sir, there any criminal charges pending?
On No, ma'am.
Okay, and has there been any family violence between you and the mother?
Back then when my kid was there, it was just verbal.
Okay, is there any testimony that you want to give regarding other CPS cases?
Basically She has just mentioned she had a CPS case. I just the only thing my child will be taken away because there was supposedly a thing that they would probably go, their kids will be taken away on Friday, and I was trying to see if there's any way I can just get my child and just make him stay with me.
What do you mean kids being taken away on Friday? Please
She
elaborate.
she has a CPS case open by the hospital. I really don't. Something about involving the one of the little girls, and from what I heard, it was basically the child will be taken away on Friday, and I don't want my little boy just to go somewhere else. I just wanted to be safe with me.
And those are very serious allegations. How do you know that?
My family. So yeah, basically said it to one of my family members.
So that's hearsay. That doesn't count because those people aren't here to testify. Is there any way, is that the only
I
way
got
you know?
messages and everything
Messages from who?
between her.
Okay, and what did she say?
Basically the kids were going to be taken away on Friday.
Okay. Let me see if there's any, so in light of your testimony, do you agree or disagree with retroactive support?
I disagree.
Okay, I pass this witness and I'd like to recall on the issue of her sending messages to the father that the children were going to be taken away.
Okay, go ahead.
Ma'am, did you send a message to the father saying that one or two of your children were going to be taken away?
I cannot recall, I'm sorry. I had told his mother about the CPS case. I only awared her of it because I'm not worried about the CPS case because I know that it wasn't intentionally, it was unintentionally that happened. So no.
Ma'am, are your children going to be taken away from you by
No, ma'am.
CPS?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I pass this witness.
All right, Mr. Munoz, I just had a couple of questions that we didn't ask. On the
Yes,
back,
sir.
has a child lived primarily with Miss Moncada in the last year?
At the last year, yeah.
Okay. Have you given her any money in the last year?
No, sir.
Why not?
Basically the job was being slow. I didn't have enough to just basically take care of my little girl and basically bills.
Okay. So the state's asking for a judgment against you for back child support of $4,224. Are you in agreement to that?
I disagree.
Well, you didn't pay any money. Why do you disagree with that?
Basically, I just don't really see him like that. Every time I try to see him, it's basically like a problem. And like I can't really bring my child to my own place. It's like basically I have to see him from my mom's
What
place
does
because
that have
that's
to
the
do? Your visitation has nothing to do with whether or not you help financially support the child. So why didn't you give Miss Moncada money? You know your child eats. You know your child needs clothes. You know your child needs a place to live. Why haven't you given her any money?
like I said, our job wasn't even the business was just slow. I barely was making anything. Hours I don't really make 40 hours. It's basically like 35, 36. So it's basically that's all I'm getting. And whatever I get, I just basically have bills and my little girl. And whatever I have left is just basically barely enough for the gas.
Okay. Well, I don't see how you're going to be able to add another child to your household if you don't have enough money. Okay. All right. So we're doing a final order today. Um, I'm a find there's been no family violence between y'all two in the last 2 years. The child's going to be with Ms. Moncada. She's going to designate the primary residence of the child. You can be appointed joint managing conservators. Primarily here, I see both y'all are very young people, and y'all are making very silly young decisions. That's what I see it as. Y'all have to grow up, both of you. It's not just one of you; it's both of you. Y'all are making some silly decisions. Okay, you're getting letting other people tell you things and letting other people do things that are persuading you to believe that crazy stuff. Now I don't know about the CPS case. That does concern me a little, but that didn't concern this child. But what I'm most concerned about is y'all are not talking to each other. Y'all need to be able to talk to each other. Y'all both blocking each other and talking to other people instead of talking directly to each other. Nobody else created this baby, just y'all two. Okay. And I know you're not gonna like that somebody has a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, and that those people may say silly things or whatever. I don't care about those things, and you shouldn't either, because those aren't really important. What's important is your child here. And y'all gotta start thinking and maturing like adults and make mature adult decisions, because the silliness that you're bringing up, it's gonna come down to your kid, and your kid's going to see that, and it's not going to be positive for either one of you. um it doesn't help. um okay, so I mean, I do this every day. I know what I'm talking about. I mean, I know y'all personally, but y'all have got to grow up. This is what we need to happen. Okay, y'all need to be able to communicate. And then it goes without saying, but I gotta say it, I guess. Don't call each other when you're upset. Don't call each other when you're drunk or high. Don't call each other when somebody tells you some silliness. You all need to have a conversation to say, hey, uh, our son has a fever. I'm giving him some Tylenol. I'll let you know how it's going. Or your son has a soccer game on Saturday at 10 o'clock. Be nice if you came. Things like that. You don't need to talk about, hey, who you're dating, um, what anything else is going on. You don't need to have that conversation. Y'all relationship is over. Y'all are still dwelling on that, maybe, I don't know. um so let's move on. I'm putting you on joint managing conservators because I'm hopeful that y'all can communicate better. You need to unblock your phones, and of course don't call at an unreasonable hour. There's no reason, even if you're not drunk, to call after 10 o'clock or so, or call super early in the morning. So don't do that. Act like adults. All right. Mothers to reside in Dallas or contiguous counties. We're doing standard visitation. We're not doing no split custody. It's going to be the child's going to live with Ms. Moncada. Child support based on your wages and that you have another child. It's set at $352 a month. You haven't provided Ms. Moncada a copy of the insurance card, so I don't know if you have insurance or not. You haven't even gotten a card yourself. So we're doing government medical for the court order. I'm going to lower the payment on that to 147 instead of 247. And then if you have insurance, you get an insurance card with this child's name on it. Provide that to Ms. Moncada, and then she can notify the state, and you can both notify the state that, hey, we got insurance now. And then from there, we can stop collecting the 147. But until you provide proof, it just doesn't exist. So do that, and that way maybe you could save some money. I don't know if your insurance is cheaper, but if you have another child in your insurance, it might not increase any number. So maybe it will be cheaper since you're already carrying the other child on your insurance, maybe. Um, Retroactive judgment, if you didn't pay her any money, I mean, regardless of what the reason is, you owe her for child support for the last year. So I don't know why we're opposed to that. You didn't pay your money. I'm not saying you didn't visit. I didn't say you didn't weren't a part of your child's life, but you didn't financially support your child. Everybody's got bills. Everybody's bills are tight right now. That's the way it is. Your bills are not more important than the mother's bills. You got to help financially support your child at all times. So you owe the judgment of $4,224 payable at $50 a month. I lowered it on that too to $50 a month, and a court cost bill to Mr. Munoz. I hope that y'all can figure this out. Hopefully today can be day one of y'all changing, but that takes both of you to do it. And probably not a good idea to talk to other people, including grandmothers, because they're going to take your side or whatever. It probably doesn't help. So let's go from there. Ms. Moncada, make sure you're taking care of your children properly. Um, and if you have a concern, Mr. Munoz, don't wait. Go do something. Go get an attorney if you think you need to do something different. But otherwise, these are the orders. I think this is what's going to work best for y'all from now on. All right, y'all are done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Thank you.